everyone. So today we are back again with the last and the final topic of the marine geomorphology, that is a part 4. Before moving straight to the topic, I'd like to request every one of you to please subscribe our channel, those who are new to it. And if you like our video, then please click the like button. For subscription, you just need to press the bell icon. Now I have talked about the erosional landforms, its features, the transportational work, and some of the features of the deposition landforms, ending up to the types of beaches and the raised beach. Now today's class is about the rest of the features of the deposition landforms. The first landform that are left behind are the sandbars. This has been originated in the movement of the materials that have been formed beneath the water level on the shore. An important condition is the formation of this gently sloping submarine surface with the cover of these eroded materials. So these are basically the sandbars which we have already seen over these coastal landforms. The next we have the offshore bars. So these are the bars which have been formed in such a way that they are being parallel to the coast but not attached to the land, and this have been leading to the offshore bars or the longshore bars. Both are the same. Now the next diagram is which have been of the cave patterns in the United States, and this is the longest offshore bar which have been seen throughout the world. So the next is the barrier island. So these are the long low offshore islands of the sediments which are lying parallel to the shore. These are basically the remains of these offshore bars in which the tides are being mainly made of the inlets, and this gives rise to the tidal inlets. This tidal inlet is an important term because it plays a very important role, and these islands are high enough to permit this dune growth. And after the places where the offshore bars are long and this continues, this gives rise to the barrier beach. This barrier beach is known as the barrier island, and this is a barrier island coast seen in a remote sensing pictures of the Atlantic coast on the United States. The next we are going to have these lagoons, which we have studied lagoons since we are in our junior classes. So what's a lagoon is? The lagoon is a shallow water cutoff of an offshore bar that have been connected only by a tidal inlet to the open sea, and it is converted in a lagoon. The wave activity through the minimum in the lagoon and the influx of the fresh water to the land introduces suspended and dissolved sediments, and the part of the sediments has been trapped in formation of this lagoon. The next we're going to have mudflats. The mudflat is very common. Mudflat is a specialized vegetation adaptation to the salt and the brackish water. In the brackish water, we know that the holophyte vegetation is very common. In this, we have invaded the region, and there is help in the bind of the sediments. The whole of the lagoonal area is finally turned into a marsh and the tidal mudflat with a salt-tolerant plants. So this is a mudflat, and this has been seen over this, and there is small holophytic vegetation. If we go to near and zoom over it, we've seen this, and this have been mudflat formation. The speeds have been found in the southern shores of the Baltic, and where there is an enclosure of the extensive lagoon. The speeds of the lagoons are together known as nehrus. This is an important Turk and halves, so it has sometimes known as the mudflats, the nehrus, and the halves. The next we have the speeds. It's a place where the coastline presses and embankments, and there are the sharp change in the direction like the estuary, and estuary is sometime in the rear or where the base and the headland exists a longshore drift and can extend the beach materials. And from this mainland, this gives rise to the formation of a feature which is known as a speed. The next we have this hook. The term denotes that the storm waves roll and through the materials over the sheltered side of the speed. This is particularly when they are approached squarely, and therefore the speeds have a tendency to migrate landwards, and in the process it becomes curved. So if this see, these have been become carved over the areas. The next we have the tombolos. The tombolos are the beach deposits which grow outward and connect to the shore, which is an offshore island. It is known as a tombolo. And the island that has been formed is known as a tide island. So in this, sorry for the disturbance. So this have been a tombolo formed over this area, and this island which are being connected to is known as the tide island, and this tombolo is being formed by the island effect on the wave refraction and the longshore drift. Then next we're going to have the cuspate foreland. This is about towards the end of the depositional features. The cuspate foreland is approximately triangular in shape and in accumulation to the beach materials, and that stringle over this apex which extend over the sea, and this produces an irregularity and produces irregularity in the coastal outline. This gives rise to the cuspate island. With this we are towards the end, and likely if you like the video, then please subscribe it, and for further subscription you just need to keep the bell icon, and if you like our video then please click the like button. Thank you.